Hey, what's up everybody? This is going to be a Yuri's Revenge game, and it's going to be a Yuri versus Yuri death struggle on Tour of Egypt. So this is going to be an epic game. And I do not know who the one player on the left is, but he's good. He's very good. I don't know who he is. So this is going to be an awesome game. So you see the brute scouting, initiate scouting, and when you play this guy, he sends initiates all over the map. On this map, but good thing the purple player got his pyramid or he'd be in trouble, because the orange player, the orange Yuri, goes really aggressive with the trying to get initiates inside the pyramids. Sometimes you could even mine even if they're in the pyramid, but not if you go right up to the pyramid. Then they initiates inside shoot at you. And here's the thing about this map: if you're in a Yuri versus Yuri, you should always make a virus, just one virus, put it on the hill near the gems to shoot downward. And when the other Yuri gets a disc, then you don't make a second virus when they make a disc, but you try to keep the virus alive if you can. Just one virus. And the purple player isn't getting a virus quick enough. So as soon as you get radar, just pop out the virus. But you only do that versus other Yuris. Okay, actually the purple does have the virus. And where the virus is going. She should just stay right there. When we got the disc out, now after the disc is out, don't make a virus because it's going to get shot pretty easily. Sometimes you can protect the virus, but not all the time. With Gatling tanks and other discs. Where the virus should probably run for the hills at this point. Okay, she's running away. See? She's trying to save that unit. Either put it in a power plant or maybe use it later to shoot Yuri Primes off, but I doubt there's going to be Yuri Primes in a game with this many discs. It's just unlikely. A pyramid got blown up. I noticed you had to move the miners away when the magnetrons go on the hill. It's good to move them away a little bit early, because sometimes it's hard to save your miner when he's hitting it hard with magnetrons and UFOs and discs and everything. Okay, he didn't save that virus, but the other player did. You gotta be aware of all your units, but that's not a big deal at this point because the virus is gonna do very little at this point. And I noticed in the Yuri versus Yuri on this map, the miners on the hills are more vulnerable to disc, because the disc could actually go back and forth, hit and run, and the Gatling tanks had to actually go around to the ramp to drive up the hill, so they're actually gonna be late in defending the disc that are moving back and forth real quick. There's a Gatling tower. And he shouldn't make too many Gatling towers. He should put most of his money into the army. But actually that's a good spot for the Gatling tower because it protects that part of the base. And it keeps the disc at bay. So 3 war factories for orange. Purple has 2 or 3 itself. I think 2 or 3. So that miner is actually vulnerable. I would move that miner until the late game when you got so many discs that it's going to be... No, watch, he could actually... He doesn't realize it because, I mean, you don't really... Every map has its own little strategy that you got to learn just for the map. And right there, he could just keep hitting and running that miner in there. See, no, it kind of seems to look like it's a standoff. Like, both players aren't really going all in on each other. Because, you know, the player that goes all in goes directly inside the base is going to get hit with a stationary Gatling tower on hold. Now he's trying to kill that battle lab with the brutes, which he probably won't do. Now watch this. He got his whole army to go up. Actually, nice hit by purple. Hit that war factory. It's good to... Okay if he loses 1 to 2 discs to kill it. But he actually shies away right there. I think he only lost 1. It would have been worth it to lose an extra disc to kill that war factory. But he did not do it. Hit by the Psychic Dominator. Now Purple's actually ahead because of the fact that he hit him with the Psychic Dominator first, and he killed a war factory. But it's not going to make a difference for too long, because what really matters at this point is who's making the most money and who's making the most production. That's what matters the most. And of course, you know, to fight and if you can fight, use your units well and fight well. So I'm gonna play some music just for fun here. Okay guys, now you see what's going on now is they both got into a big fight. That was a big confrontation, a big climax in the fight. But what happened there is Orange didn't finish him off. I think that Purple has a little bit better micro, a little bit better control in the fight. But the fact is that Orange is way ahead in macro, way ahead in army, and even though that he lost this factory and got hit with a Psychic Dominator a little bit harder, I think that like overall he's building a little bit faster, just a little bit faster. So you don't really know who's going to win this yet, but this is actually a chaotic battle, absolute chaos. And right now I think it's getting to the point where the Yuri player I mean, the purple player, it doesn't matter if he loses a couple miners. As long as he gets about half of the money on the map, he's going to be fine. And he can't spend too much on defense because defense is just in one spot. He has to be flexible in his defense. Not put like Gatling towers all over the map, because eventually you're going to run low on offense if you do that. Look, he's going to get a couple miners. It's good if he picks up a couple miners, but not worth losing any disc to get miners at this point. Unlike earlier in the game, it would have been worth it to kill war factories to lose a couple disc or for miners. But now it's just getting to try to get half of the money in the map at least, or a little bit more, and hope to win when you're actually battling with your units. See, it doesn't matter if he kills that. I don't know if he realizes the situation right now. Probably does. He just got to worry about, you know, holding it together, not getting mutated hard, and not getting dominated hard. So I'm going to play one more song to make this video epic and enjoy, and so Orange is going to win. He had a lot more disc and macroed better.